guys, it's Di from BeingMommywithStyle, and I thought I would do another, it's like the never-ending move, another quick moving update, just a chatty vlog. And we just got back from house hunting trip number 3 over in Michigan. We did come back this time with 1, 2, 3 top choices. We're just gonna start putting offers in on everything and just kind of go down the line, I guess, because we're really running out of time. We're up against, Isabella needs to start school in the fall, and now because it's July, our closing date wouldn't be until August, and the more time ticks by, obviously, we're closing in on school starting. So, I don't know really what to even update. So it's just a crazy market. I mean, if you're not, there's some of you that are actually in that market that I know, we've been talking in the comments, so you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like that market over there, you know, peaked and then took a dive, and now it's pretty much peaked again. So we're really not accustomed to buying at the top of the market, and we're really kind of feel pushed against the wall because it's kind of a bad feeling to be buying at the top of the market, to be honest. We always usually buy at the low points in the market. This time it just didn't work out that way. To give you some idea, we looked at a couple houses over there that were in the same neighborhood we lived in before, where we sold a house when we moved from Michigan to Illinois, and the houses are double the price that they were selling for 3 years ago. It's mentally hard to wrap your head around that prices have gone up that much in like 3 years. I think it's something that we definitely didn't expect, and it's definitely something we're having a hard time wrapping our head around. But nonetheless, we found 3 options that we, of course, feel overpriced, but it's not 2010, so what can you do? That we're going to start putting offers in. So I'll let you guys know what happens. As of this point, our house is still closing. We are getting ready to have the movers come this week, so I just got back from Michigan. I'm going to start focusing on getting this place not necessarily packed up because the movers will do the packing, but I have to pack like our things that are going to like travel around with us while we're kind of in this interim phase. And again, I don't know what kind of internet we're going to have. So I'll just kind of keep you posted, and eventually, hopefully, there'll be some sort of new house to show you. I don't know. I mean, I feel bad for my husband most of all because he's trying to work his new job, and this is supposed to be like a positive thing for him. Like, it's like a promotion, a new job, and it's supposed to be exciting, and it's just like turning into this like nightmare that won't end, to be quite honest. This is the worst move we've had in 8 moves that we've moved 8 times in 10 years, and that's saying a lot. Like, if you move a lot and you can say that this is the worst in moves ever gone, like this is it. I think both of us are going to be done moving after this. But I feel bad for him because he is going to be the one that's losing the most with this move. I talked about it, I think, a little bit, but just comparable, the houses aren't really super comparable. And we can find a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, all that's going to be the same. I mean, and honestly, any house you can paint and change the decor a little bit and really kind of make it livable and useful in that sense. But where he is really going to be missing out is we have always had bigger garages over here, and he has a lot of garage stuff. And that is, since the house that we originally put the offer in fell through that had the larger garage, every single house that we've looked at has just a basic standard 2-car garage. We did raise our price ceiling by about $150,000 and looked at houses that had 3-car, but we couldn't justify going up that much higher. We just couldn't. I mean, it was just, I don't know, it's mind blown, honestly. So all the houses that we're getting ready to put offers in have 2 cars, and I don't know what he's going to do because he's got, you guys will see once we have a house tour that posts, but we've got riding lawnmowers and snow blowers and grills and the extra tops for his Jeep. He's got a bunch of extra tires for different terrains, like not like little tires, like huge Jeep tires that weigh like 100 pounds each, like 5 of them, because it's the 4 for the car and then the spare on the back. He's got extra sets of tires, and these are not all going to fit in the garages over there. And because of the statutes in a lot of these homeowner associations, you can't have sheds or anything. So he is honestly the person that is going to lose the most out of this move, which is, it's painful because it's supposed to be like a good thing for him, and I can just kind of like see him like sinking as we're like looking at these places. But I mean, we found some houses that are very nice on the inside, but unfortunately nothing without issues. The #1 choice on our list is a gorgeous house, but there's potential that it could have some window issues. So we just have to basically put our offer in, and if it gets accepted, we're gonna have to go through that whole thing and have an inspector look at it and see if it's something that we can work out with the seller or not. There's literally no houses over there that we've looked at in any price range, low, mid, or high, that don't have some sort of issue. It's absolutely insane. It's bonkers. And it seems like things that are like super well priced are selling in like a day, and then everything else is just sitting. So long story short, we found some options. I don't know what's going to end up happening long term though. I still don't know which house it's going to be. This is after 3 times driving over there and back. We have never ever had a move take this long. I still don't know when we're going to be moving. I honestly don't. So my plan is to get us packed up here. The movers are going to be packing up our stuff. And then his company will take care of all that. They'll just like hang on to our stuff somewhere out in the world. I don't even know where it's going to be. Probably somewhere over in Michigan, I guess, until we find a house to live in. But I do know like our moving relocation manager, she's starting to get, I don't know that there's any one person. I mean, because the realtors can't determine what's on the market, and they can't do anything about like the fact that there's something wrong with like every single house at every single price point. But she is like starting to get like not happy that it's like dragging out so much. Like she wants to get us set in something too. So she's suggesting that we change realtors, because she doesn't feel like the realtors that we have are from a different geographic city. She doesn't feel like they know the area well enough to get us into something quickly, which might possibly be the case. And all these realtors have to be certified by the relocation company, so they're the ones that set all this up, the relocation company does, so we didn't have a ton of say in it. But I don't know. I don't know if they can find someone closer to the area that we're looking to live or what, but it's just a big mess, to be honest. It's a big mess. We've never had a move like this in my life. But knock on wood, kind of the good / bad thing is our house here is still sold. So we will be finishing up on this end and just scrambling to try to find something, anything to get Bella in for school. And I had a couple of people ask, well, why don't you just rent short term? There's really no short term rentals. And because of the relocation contracts and everything that they pay for and everything, they pretty much set it up to where you need to go into one house that you've bought and sold into another house that you're buying. That's just kind of how the relocation package works. So we've got to find something. I just don't know what it's going to be. You know, we've given up like all the idealism of like trying to find a great house that's a forever home. At this point, we just want to get something in the right school district and then sort it out from there. That's really kind of the goal at this point. Something that's gonna meet the criteria and isn't like leaking and doesn't have a bad roof. And I didn't think that this was that much to ask, like a house that doesn't have a leaking roof, but you know, what do I know? So anyhow, it's going insane, but it's going. So I wish I had better news to tell you guys. I wish you could say, we put in an offer in the house and it was accepted and everything's perfect with it and there's no problems. But we're preparing our first offer on our first choice house tonight. We're sending it in. If it gets accepted, we'll go through all the inspection stuff again, pay for another inspection, and I don't even know how many inspections they'll reimburse us for, but hopefully more than one. This is probably going to take more than one at this point. And, well, it is going to take more than one at this point. This will be inspection number 2. But, yeah, I don't know. How many times can you say, in the same video? That is what's going on. And so the next couple videos coming up are going to be, I'm going to show the bags that I'm packing for the girls, because we're going to be going to stay with the grandparents for a little while, just to try to keep them out of the hotels. I mean, the hotels are not comfortable. I mean, the beds aren't as comfortable as your bed at home, and the girls were like, we miss our stuff, we want to play with our toys. So I'm going to be packing little backpacks with, you know, as much of the toys, like their favorite toys, as I can to kind of take around with us. And then, of course, a suitcase with their clothes, a suitcase with my, like, most important stuff, and clothes, enough to get us through like indefinitely. And then we're gonna go hang out at my mom's house, hang out at my dad's house, and hopefully kind of take some of that time off that we would otherwise be sitting in an extended stay. The big problem with that is, what do we do with the cats? The cats, unfortunately, I think are gonna have to get split up, just because my family has other animals, and my dad's offered to foster my cat, Luna, because they have like a little special bond. But I think Yoda, because he's so particular, is gonna have to go with my husband, so we gotta sort out all that. So it's gonna be in flux a lot over the next month, I think, at this point. So I'll keep you posted, but that's what's the update after our house hunting trip. That I think the last video previous to this was just a Target haul that I had to get when I was there. Natalie's feeling better, by the way. It's like, seriously, anything and everything that could go wrong is going wrong. Puking child in a hotel room, check. Yeah, so that's real life. What are you gonna do? I wish I could say that we're gonna find something that will work ideally for everyone. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I'm kind of giving up hope. I knew that we weren't gonna get like as big as a garage as we have now for my husband, and we kind of went into it prepared for that, but I don't know what he's going to do with all this stuff. I don't honestly know. And some of the things, like if we have a smaller yard, like obviously we're not going to have an acre yard, so we're not going to need like a huge ride-on lawnmower, stuff like that we can probably get rid of. But I mean, he's got like this huge tool chest, like it's 6 feet long. I mean, stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, obviously that's not going in a basement because it's really heavy. It's not going to get in a basement, so we'll see. Anyhow, I'll keep you guys posted. I'm sorry, the videos are going to be like kind of here, there, and everywhere for like a month. Just because life's going to be kind of up in the air, and that's just going to be what it is. I did film a house tour here, which I'll be posting after this house sells. This is kind of like a final little house tour. I may do like a memories tour. I noticed Allison Barr from Raising the Bars, or what was her name? Armadors before. She did like a kind of a memories tour, which I thought was cute, which I don't know if I'll combine the house tour with that, but I may just do like some of our favorite memories in this house for the girls to like look back on later. So that may be coming up as well, but other than that, I'll just try to update when I can. It took me about 7 or 8 hours to upload a video when we were at the hotel room, so I'll do what I can, and I will see you guys in some future videos. I'm just going to try to upload as much as I can while we're still in this house with our internet here and all of that. So thanks so much for watching today, and have a great day.